Hello Scorpio, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And also go check out the other videos that may pertain to you for your sun, moon, or rising signs. I think that will give you a much more dynamic picture of what's going on this week, all right? So let's get into it and see what Scorpio needs to know for this coming week. Let's get into it. Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know? Okay, we've got the Queen of Discs, and we're going to just lay out the rest of our 10-card spread here. And we're also going to do an 11th card, and that's going to be our bonus card. It's going to be our confirmation card. We're just going to leave it over here. We're not going to look at it until the very end, and we're going to see if that will maybe tie this whole reading together or give us that confirmation that we're looking for at the end, all right? So we see some major arcana cards here, quite a bit going on. We start out with the Queen of Discs. Again, I think the situation is related to this sense of security and stability and this foundation that you have in terms of your physical life. So your finances, your job, your career, how you get your money, and how that is tied in with your living situation, your home, where you keep your stuff, where you go to relax, your sanctuary, right? So I think that there is some stress and anxiety and some sort of upset there. I think that there's something that is worrying you, something that is affecting your finances or your living situation, or that whole realm of your being. There's something there that's causing some anxiety. There's some worry there. There's some kind of uncertainty, maybe that's causing some stress and some anxiety. All right. I think that you're the type of person, you have these like goals and aspirations to really be in charge, to really be the boss. And I think that with this Emperor card, you want to feel like you have control over things, right? And so when there's this kind of uncertainty or this stress or anxiety or worry going on, it makes you feel a little bit out of control. And I do think that your kind of like number one goal in your career or in your finances, in your domestic life, is to just feel like you have control over it, to feel like you're not just kind of at mercy of the winds or of the whims or wills of some other people or entities, involve some other forces. You want to be in control, and you want to make sure that that you are securing your foundation and that you are maintaining this secure, stable, financial and domestic life, like your home, your finances, your possessions, your just kind of your stability, the things that you need on the physical plane, right? Your physical needs. So, food and water and shelter and a source of income. You want to be in control of that, and you want to maintain this stability. All right. And like I said, I think there is some sort of anxiety or concern going on in that area. And it really is giving you a little bit of this feeling that you've lost control, or that you're not in complete control of this situation. So I think there are maybe some other people or some other factors involved that are making you feel a little bit out of control of this situation. Okay, I think that the issue from the recent past maybe is this lust or strength card. And so I'm wondering if this wasn't you kind of making the decision to follow a more passion, a more fulfilling experience in terms of your employment. Maybe you kind of left what you had and you decided to venture out on your own and pursue something that maybe meant more to you, that was more of a passion project, or just something that you had a very strong connection to. And it wasn't necessarily like maybe a creative thing or something like that. It wasn't necessarily a decision that you made in order to get the money and get more income or more safety or security or stability. I think it was something that you kind of took a risk about. You took a chance on it. And it's something that you felt strongly about. You have this real passion in you. And I think you made the decision to pursue that. And that could be, I think, what's leading to a little bit of this feeling of losing control of the situation, or not really being 100% in control of those physical needs, of your income, basically, right? And so I think that could be what's leading to a little bit of this anxiety, is the fact that you made that decision to pursue these other projects, let's say, to kind of to risk it and go for these other things that maybe mean more to you on like a spiritual or emotional level, just something that you feel strongly about, right? Something that's really stirs up a lot of passion in you. And you made that decision to pursue those creative projects. And that, I think, again, is why you're feeling this anxiety about things now. And that completely understandable. And I do think part of that is because you really feel like this kind of inner part of you, this part of you deep down inside that maybe you've been kind of concealing for a long time, is this real desire to create, real desire to do your thing and do what you are passionate about and do what really feels good for you, and not just conform to the standard like 9 to 5 job, but the job that's going to be there. There's going to be security and longevity there, and so it's really a trade-off. You have to kind of give up a little bit of your artistic creativity, that passion, in order to have this kind of stable, secure and safe job, but just boring and unfulfilling. So I think there is that part of you that's been urging you on to like do something that's more of an expression of you, that's just more creative and more passionate, that you feel better about, that is more fulfilling and satisfying. So I think you really have had this desire for a long time to pursue these other areas of work and income and creativity. And I think that you did make the decision to do that. I think maybe the opportunity was there and you just took it. You risked it all and you went for it. And that takes a lot of courage, a lot of bravery. And I think that's what happened here. And I think that is really related to your feeling of control. Like on the one hand, you made this decision to pursue these other projects. It was you being in control and asserting yourself. And that is you having the power over your own life, right? But at the same time, this Emperor card is saying, well, now you kind of feel like you've lost a little bit of your control over the source of income, because you maybe don't have that stable, kind of safe job anymore, that 9 to 5 kind of routine thing that you know is going to be there, or you're pretty sure will be there tomorrow and the next day and the next day and blah, blah, blah. So I think that's a little bit where this anxiety is coming from. However, in the immediate future, we see this Hierophant card. And I think that this is really you hooking up with some larger entity or group or company that is going to make everything kind of work out. So I think that this, either someone's going to, want you to join their team, or to hire you for your creative projects, or to buy your art, or whatever the case is. I think someone or some entity, this larger group, is going to really hook up with you and be that kind of lucrative association that is going to restore that kind of safety and stability and security of your physical life, right? So I think that is what's going to happen. Another reason why I see that is because we have this Wheel of Fortune card here. Now, don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to this channel. It's because of all of you that we're able to keep doing this, and this channel keeps growing, and I'm very, very appreciative of that. Now, with this Wheel of Fortune card, I think that this is really saying that your worries are over, that you've got, you're going to be gaining the right association with this group of people that is going to give you that kind of financial security that you need. And I think it's really going to be prosperous. I think you're going to find that, wow, you did make the right decision to kind of go off on your own and pursue your more passionate projects, okay? I think that with this success that's coming by way of this association with this group, now I don't know what this group or this organization is, but I see it's like a larger it's a larger group of people, whether it's like an organized corporation or it's another like group of artists, or some kind of a collaboration, something like that, some association with a larger group of people is really going to lead to that good fortune, prosperity, and that I think is going to, one, it's going to eliminate some of this anxiety and worry. It's going to reestablish some of your safety and security in that physical plane with your finances. Going to stabilize, because this is really a heavyweight card. Good fortune here coming, and I think it's going to reinforce you making the right decision with this lust card, this passion, this courage to venture out on your own and to do your own thing. Now we also have the Ace of Wands here, and this is in regards to your relationships with other people. So I think that your relationship with this group, while it's going to be successful with this Wheel of Fortune card, it's going to be financially, prosperous. I think it's also going to be energetically or creatively beneficial to you. I think through the relationships that you're going to be having with the people involved in this group, it's really going to spark like new creativity in you. It's going to make you feel kind of revitalized, re-energized, and just really in touch with yourself and with that source of creativity. So this is going to feed directly back into this lust card and this creative passion that you have to do whatever work it is that you're doing. And I hope you leave me some comments and let me know, what your passion kind of is in this situation, or what this might be referring to in your life, okay? I see in terms of any kind of fear or concerns, which this is interesting because this is the only air card, the only swords that we have is this Eight of Swords. So I feel like your kind of your only worry here is just in terms of communication and establishing the relationships and the professional kind of communication. I think that's your only real concern here. Because like I said, this concern is going to be taken care of by this good fortune and this association with this group of people. But I think going forward, I think your only real, the only real issue that I think you need to kind of focus on is just to make sure that you maintain that professional communication, that you don't just get carried away with all of this fire, because there's a lot of fire here today, right? We've got a lot of earth and a lot of fire. So with all of these fire cards, and there's actually one more that we haven't got to yet, but with all of these fiery cards, we've got the Lust, which is Leo, which is fire. We've got the Emperor, which is Aries, and that's fire. We've got the Ace of Wands, that's fire. With all that fiery, creative energy, really high energy, make sure that you maintain professional and courteous and fair and calm and just strong communication skills, right? Really focus on that and maintain that kind of that level of professionalism and good, calm, but assertive and professional communication. I think that is key, and this is, as I said, it's the only swords, the only air card we have. I think this is a major focus and something that you really need to take to heart. Is with all this fiery energy and excitement and enthusiasm and passion and creativity, don't let it affect your ability to communicate in that professional manner. All right. Finally, we see another fire card, and that is the Tower card. This is Mars. This is just destruction and rebuilding. So I think that you're really going to find that with all of this fiery energy, you're building a brand new kind of life for yourself. Like this might be like the life that you always wanted. And you were just you were in this safe and secure, yet kind of boring, like 9-to-5 kind of existence. And then branching out with all this fire, going out on your own and expressing your creativity and taking the risk and being just courageous to break away from this and go your own way and start doing your own thing of what means something to you, caused a lot of worry and anxiety. But now I think that you're going to find that you really are doing it. You're really going to make it. You're going to have this success with this group of people. Your inner artist, all your desires, your emotional need for this kind of creative expression is going to be fulfilled and satisfied. You're going to have a restoration of your safety and security, but it's going to be rebuilt with this Tower card. It's going to be rebuilt in a way that you've kind of always dreamed of. That's going to be more to your heart's delight. It's going to be just what you've always kind of wanted for yourself, and it's going to be just a brand new way of having this stability and this safety and security in the sense of achievement and accomplishment and all of your needs being met and having your finances in order and really having a stable foundation for your life, all right? But first, it took a lot of that destruction. You really had to kind of take the risk and have that courage to branch out and do your own thing. And you're making it. You're going to do it. It's going to work out. We're going to get this confirmation that we need from this card right over here. We haven't looked at this yet. I don't know what this is. This is the Six of Swords. Okay, so this is going back to this Eight of Swords that we said was very important, because this is kind of the key to the whole thing. This was the only air card, the only swords that we had. Well, now we're going from this kind of warning card saying, hey, don't let your communication get just chaotic and jumbled and unprofessional and just all that static and interference, and it's just a mess, right? You want to avoid that. You want to stay professional and organized and focus on your communication through all of this, because that's what's really going to help you move this success along, is to have this really professional communicate, be able to, to write your own messages and your own communication and contracts, and just have that professional business sense about it. And that's exactly what we see with this Six of Swords. This is that scientific mind. This is that business-oriented mind, that beautiful mind, right? That can just kind of see all the numbers and see all of the future stages and plans of this thing. And it's really that professional development, that business plan, that business development. And I think that this is the perfect confirmation for you, and the perfect confirmation that the key to this whole success and all of this energy and this prosperity that you're going to get with this kind of new thing that you're doing, the key really is to avoid the confusion and conflict and just the messy, chaotic style of communicating, right? And just be organized and be very business oriented and very professional, and just focus on that, because that is what's going to tie all of this together. Like I said, this card was all about tying the reading together and giving us that confirmation, and I think it's done that in a nice way, and I'm very excited for you, Scorpio. If you want to check out the extended version of this reading, you can become a member of the channel, and all of the information is down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching.